Ivan TV, chimbuko la sanaa, celebrity vibe.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mara nyingine tena ni the king himself, Ivan Bramwell. Nimetoka kwenye mjengo na this time round tunasema ni nzito, ni kubwa kabisa Sasa tunasema ni working from home. Vile mnaona leo na work nikiwa nyumbani. Hapa ndio kwangu. Wenye wamekuwa akiuliza naishi wapi. Hii ni compound yangu. Leo niko na Asaly in the building. Asaly ni msanii, amefanya makubwa sana, pia ni mchezaji wa vyombo.
Yeah, Asaly, muziki, sitishiki na sishikiki na vitisho. Don't, life quarantine imekuwa ngori. Seated at home, I thought about the world this morning. Everybody is taking care of himself, mama. Brain of the man seemed to be at the end, while the global tragedy climax is moving. Then I thought, yeah, what could we do? Woman died anytime, every time. Had a saving voice say, look upon the world, the heavens will open. Say what? Look upon the cross to end the global tragedy. Look upon
Asaly Wells. Mambo vipi bro?
Fiti sana.
Uko aje nakwambia?
Niko fiti sana.
Hali vipi ulikotoka?
Tuko salama. Tunakachapa tu.
Nakachapa. Corona imewatandika.
It's been trying to push us and treat us negatively. But tuna try.
All right. Nasikia nyinyi ndo mlikula za president.
Lazima tungekula, and we really appreciate Mr. President. At least we felt like the government recognizes we have artists in Kenya, because being on the list of artists in the whole Kenya, you know, it's a plus.
Wow.
We really appreciate.
So Asaly, wacha tukangoe nanga sasa. Asaly ni nani? Asaly Wells ni nani?
Asaly Wells ni kijana wa Kenya. He's a youth, a male from Kakamega County.
Wow, Mundu Waingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were just born in Mumias,
a
few kilometers from Kakamega, which is in the western part of Kenya. And right now I'm 25. And I live in Nairobi currently.
Nairobi ni kubwa, unajua ukisema unaishi
Nairobi. Actually, where I live, it's undecided. You either say you're in Kiambu or Nairobi, because it's at Kino. Kino unajua, but to be on point, you just say I'm in Nairobi. Yeah.
All right. So Asaly, safari yako kama msanii imekuwaje?
Safari yangu kama msanii imekuwa interesting. It has really been interesting, but also it has downs and ups. So everything you do, you just have to be determined. So from all the way kwa mtoto kakuja 18, 20, now you've gone through, and I think the journey has made me a brave guy. Yeah.
So unaweza tueleza kwa kifupi ulianzaje
usanii? Kwanza nilianza kucheza instruments and doing music. Ilikuwa kitu ilikuwa ndani ya blood from long time ago. I used to love doing music and just listening to music. Though my daddy used to do music, alikuwa tu anacheza for hobby. Angeweza kukuonyesha, you just touch it, you don't know how to use a guitar, and you're like, na akipata of course umemess nayo, he's like, oh, why did you? So you're like, you really want to do this music. But now the daddy is like, ana time na wewe. But alikuwa anatulipia school fees. So when I went to school, mainly in high school, where it is in St. Peter's Boys, Mumias. Primary, I was at Mumias Complex. I went to Muitoti, then St. Peter's. When I landed St. Peter's, that is where my dream came true. I did music as my technical subject. So while guys are doing French, I'm doing music. So that is where the foundation was built up. And now the skills I'm using, the skills we had in high school, just try and apply them, do an operation, and it works.
Wow, that's really awesome. So Mr. Asaly, tukiangalia unasema ni drama iliweza kukutoa, ukafanya drama, ukafanya vitu mingi sana kule high school.
Yeah.
Despite hizo challenges zote ambazo ulipatana nayo na wazazi kule, yani hukukata tamaa.
Yeah.
Sasa hizi tukiangalia kitu unachofanya kama kwenye instrument na kwenye music, yote imechangiwa na mambo ambayo ulikuwa unafanya ukiwa mtoto.
Yeah.
Unaweza sema vipi, like imekuwa rahisi kwako sasa kutoka kimziki ama imekuwa vigumu?
Si rahisi, but lakini life lazima tu tuchape. It's never easy, but tunapambana. That is a simple statement said by another, I'm sure somewhere. Okay, because as far as I'm telling you about my high school, I didn't finish high school in that school. My high school education in that school.
Yeah.
So you can see the break. When I was in Form 3, I think it was in 2012, that is when my education stopped. I was not able to complete my high school education due, you know, my daddy.
Haukumaliza Form 4?
Right now I did the paper in another school, but now that time, that was in 2012. You know, I did my Form 4 paper. I was to do it in 2013, but I did it in 2016. So you can imagine what was I doing in the gap. So because in 2013 I went home because of school fees. My daddy was not able to complete the money, but he had a job, but unfortunately that time ndo alikuwa na retire. Then it happened, we didn't have enough funds, we were many, and totally I had not cleared school fees na nilikuwa na domo. So this is a guy who is around 16. Yeah. Then I'm in Form 3, in the third term of Form 3, education in a break. We had put our trust in education. So your education could break you, it's like you're feeling life will never continue. That's when I got myself at home, and my daddy used to tell me, you will go back to school, so stay revising, nini. Then I'm watching, time is going, watching on the clock, it's moving. 2013, still moving. I'm like, oh my God. So I planned an operation, just like the military operation. So I rehearsed an operation. I said, I've been performing in school even before I'm at home. I've been singing, and though I had not paid, but my daddy had explained to school, so the school was not willing to send me home. But I needed the guitar, so I had to sneak out with the other guys who were going for school fees. So I just went home, told daddy, I've been sent to pick a guitar, not school fees. So he rushed and gave me the guitar, and I left. Went back to school, guys are like, Msanii, I told them,
so
no.
Operation was successful.
Yeah, very. Now the music teacher was like, this good. You know, he had taught me music from Form 1.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa najua basics za music nini, na tulikuwa tunacheza recorder. So hiyo ilikuwa ngani fun, very fast. That's why at this point, recorder is just like... Before I get out of the school, I knew some chords and knew how to play something. So dropping out, I'm at home. I can play the guitar. I can narrate. No, we used to make bricks with soil.
Yeah.
So we didn't like to go and do it. Yeah, we didn't like to do matofari for other people. So we thought that if we're just going to do for someone, why don't we just do for ourselves and sell? We might make profit. So, but the problem with that is always fuel. To get the fuel, we used to steal fuel in a forest, you know, the forest just behind Mumia Sugar. We did all those. Then I was like, what next? Will this one help? So people at home, they knew Wells is on Msanii. They didn't know exactly what my strength. They just know who is Msanii in their stage. At entertain what?
Welcome back our viewers. Tunatucheki ukiwa wapi? Kumbuka leo tunazidi kuvibe naye Asaly ama ukipenda Asaly mwanangu aisee. Anatuambia safari yake. Kumbuka safari imekuwa ndefu kutoka kule pande za Kakamega, Mumias, kwa hivyo umetazama pale jinsi anavyocheza instrument. Pale tumeona ametuchezea violin. Ametuchezea vitu vingi. Kando na hivyo umeona pia anaimba. Yeye mwenyewe msanii anafanya vizuri. Tumesikia safari yake kutoka pande za Kakamega. Sasa acha tuzidi kusikia vile aliingia Nairobi, safari ilikuwaje. Je, aliingia tu kama ameshine ama ilikuwaje? Manake amehusika hata kwenye mambo mengi makubwa sana. Ni wale wasanii ambao waliweza kupata kile kipato cha rais ambacho alikitoa cha milioni 100. Alituambia ilikuwaje akaangukia deal kama hiyo nzito kabisa. Wasanii wengi wamekuwa wakicomplain wakisema kwamba hawakuona kitu, lakini yeye alikipata. Acha tujue ni aje. So Mr. Asaly, baada ya kutoka kule ushaguka ingia Nairobi, tueleze ilikuwaje?
Okay, first of all, my journey was in different phases. To kuja Nairobi, it took me like 2 years to get into Nairobi. Because nilianza journey time nimesema, oh, I want to go in town. So I'm like, I don't want to begin with a town that is far away. Let me begin with the one that is nearer. So I thought of Kisumu. And you know Kisumu is just telling my daddy to give me a guitar, it cannot work. And where do you want to go with the guitar? I didn't have an idea, and he knew this guy has a plan. So he didn't want to give me his idea of another guy. I took the guitar at night and left and spent the night at my grandmother's place. She didn't know anything, just knew his boys around. But I had a guitar, and I said, if I'm given a stage, I am familiar with the stage. I met a guy with a flyer, and he told me, we are looking for artists. We can see you with a guitar. Can you come and perform? The same day I'm arriving in Kisumu. So he's inviting me to go and perform. So I had a gig the following day.
That was your first gig?
Yeah, but hiyo gig sio kulipwa.
Ilikuwa bure. So after safari yako kule Kisumu ikakuwa hivyo, changamoto zikaanza hapa na pale, mwisho wa siku sasa ukapata gig ya kwanza na sema kulipwa.
Kulipwa tunaenda kucompete. So ukikompete utashinda prize. And I actually needed so many things, because if you're going for a competition, you're not paid to listen. And you need a home to rest, you need food. So I'm meeting this guy working in a car wash. It's very late. And I thank God, this guy called TJ. So he gave me this flyer and I saw some hope. This flyer convinced this car wash guy that this guy could be a success. Maybe so the guy felt so good to accommodate. Okay? Hoping that there is a success just immediately. So we went to that guy's home, Nyalenda. Get crazy.
Nyalenda is a slum.
It's a slum actually. But he lives in a certain home where it's not very much congested. He lives in a home and he has a concrete wall. It's not now back stuff like the ones in most slums. So I remember the meals we ate that time I was taking, which was like mixing raw milk with avocado and bread, and I'm like, which kind of food is this? So I tasted for the first time and I discovered it's another recipe. Food. So this guy, this is the first night, he's happy and he's like, show me how to play a guitar. He wanted another song that I wasn't familiar. He wanted me to play this song. The Afro.
Salamu zangu. Unanikumbusha mbali.
Okay. Which right now I can play it, but I didn't know how to play. I just knew a few progressions. So this guy is like, nataka unifunze, but I showed him some chords. So the following day, the deal was, now I'm going for the gig. So he expected a good deal. Maybe I'll come home with money or something. So he told me he's gonna look for a job. Then
so the guy mwenye mliko mnakaa.
Yeah. You cannot just say that you're gonna look for a job. Akaniambia the best place to work is in a hotel. Because in a hotel you'll get food.
Yeah.
Utapewa. Then I was like, that's right. Okay? Juu ukienda pale asubuhi utakunywa chai.
Yeah.
Then you work, lunch utakula.
Iko hapo.
Yeah. But
saa 10 ukitaka unaweza teremsha pia kachai kidogo.
Yaani ndio sikuone. But it was better off, unlike in a car wash where they will pay you 150 bob.
Yeah.
And the 150 bob kunala. The car wash was near Bomas Resort, where the performance was to be.
Yeah.
Okay. But now on Friday I was to meet DJ in the museum. But Thursday it doesn't have a plan. But I can't stay in the house.
Yeah.
I don't have an ID. I'm a dropout.
And so you are an underage.
Yeah, you know, and na nimetoroka na gitanzae.
Uwezi rudi huko mwanawaka moto.
So na nimedanganya this guy, si eti nimetoroka home. Mimi kwetu mimi the first born and I have to take care of my siblings. Yeah. So nimehepa home just which was not true. But I had to. Thank you. Now the song we're gonna play is a song called Please Save Us Now. Somebody cried out, tears came down his face. Man has lost control, we tried to kill it, up and down. He cannot understand what we can do, now we cannot understand what.
Wow. Welcome back our viewers. Tuambie tucheki ukiwa wapi. Kumbuka kubonyeza hicho kidude cha subscribe. Na kabla sijasonga, kumbuka kipindi chetu cha leo cha Ivan TV kinadhaminiwa na wana Wow Sanctuary. Ukipenda Wow Empire au ndo wametuletea kipindi moja maridadi kinafahamika kama Nairobification. Kumbuka kuicheki pale kwenye YouTube Nairobification, wanafanya kazi nzuri sana. Kumbuka pia kumcheki mchungaji Pastor Nesh, anapatikana pia pale kwenye YouTube. Mfuatilie nao. Wana Wow Sanctuary unatupata pale Juja. Ukifika Kenyatta Road ulizia tu Wow Sanctuary na utatupata pale uweze kubarikiwa sana. Kumbuka hapa Ivan TV pia leo tunasema yani bana leo ni nzito kabisa. Maana tunazidi kujua safari yake Asaly kutoka Kisumu kulikuwa vipi hadi akaingia Nairobi. Endelea kupata kusikia kutoka kwake. Nami wako King mwenyewe Ivan Brown. So Asaly, endelea kutupasha hii gig yako ya Kisumu ikakuaje?
Okay, the Kisumu gig, which a mama niambia go and just look for a job. So I met a guy after I played music on the streets at Liverpool. Some people gave me 20 bob, but some they just did.
You know, even Kenyans can give one bob.
So this guy is like, tomorrow you must go. Then he's like, go for this job. I went for college, tulienda kwa speed, college guys are harsh, man. Unafikiria ndo niingie kwa hiyo hoteli. But to fear is to fail. Through my musical journey, what I've learned is to fear is to fail. So I had to go. Luckily, I got into another hotel. It was called Mama Nyaloka.
Sasa tuko tumefikia pale kwa Mama Nyaloka. Tueleze.
So Mama Nyaloka, they asked me, what do you want to do? I told them any job.
Yeah.
So me hata kuosha vyombo, hata kukata skuma, I was like, yeah, any job.
You know artists, Kenyan artists. Sometimes wanasema mtu akiambiwa nipe video kai like kuosha vyombo kufanya nini, yeye mwenyewe anaona hii ni kazi gani sasa. Anaanza kuona I'm a brand, you know?
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah, people behave that way.
Wewe uko na hiyo
At
maneno
some
ya kusema.
point, that day it was you die or you do it. Mama Nyaloka, they were paying me 100 and I really appreciated to be paid 100 because at least you have 100 at the end of the day, working from 6 to 7.
6 morning.
6 a.m. to 7. And there's no supper.
100.
There's no supper because they've given you breakfast and lunch. So you're gonna eat your own supper. So
Your
in the
100.
100 and if you pay the rent in the 100 bob and come back again for some job. I remember I didn't know the place very well. Sometimes other scenes it was not like I'm reading a story. For example, from Nyalenda coming to Mama Nyaloka because I didn't know the place. The second day coming there, I had to wake up very early at around 4 so that I can walk from Nyalenda to town, which was a very big distance. Juunge panda gari. That guy used to tell me, save money because you cannot, panda gari was 30 bob. So and I don't have the 30 bob. So I maneuvered to walk Milimani, those are for song for guys. But she was a good lady. She knew I was an artist, so she knew I was performing on Saturday afternoon. The competition in Kuanga Boma Special. You go there, you meet artists, guys are good. Then you're like, now I'm doing graffiti. So what I used to do, I had my outfit was like Yamsani. So when I go to wash utensils, vyombo na kuosha kukata skuma na kupika ugali, I used to pika ugali so well. So nikaibiwa kwa hiyo hotel.
So ugali lazima ungejua.
That one really helped me because those girls can prepare fish, they can prepare everything, so they can serve.
When it comes to ugali.
Ugali they use a lot. So my interview was ugali. Then that girl, it's a girl who was working at, so she told me ugali is good. Now tell you mama yangu niko pale tu, yeye akanitoa na unafanya kazi from 8 to 3. So you were working 3 to 7 and there is 8 to 3. So you are like 8 to 3 is better. So I went to work in I had Mama Nyaloka and went to work in a Kibanda. So in Mama Nyaloka,
From our hotel to Kibanda.
yeah,
Because of
150. In a hotel, I used to prepare ugali like 2 times in a day.
Yeah.
But in a Kibanda, I used to prepare like 6 times.
What?
I realized that after I'm there. So I'm there, 8 o'clock, 9, boda guys are there, they want ugali, si chai. The Mama Nyaloka, hapo bado tunaserve chai. So, and ugali ilikuwa inaisha, 10 ishaisha, you were told, well, nini, then,
Do something, bro, do something.
you're going to, and I used to frequent a supermarket there, kwenda kununua unga. So, unaona umetoka kwa hoteli, unakaa tu hoteli. There's a time I was going to buy unga, then I met with one of the performers, Kadem, kananiona naenda kubuy unga, man, this is bad. But, and they expect you this month's leave and coming from the money or something. Those girls were good. Walikuwa tu models, and I'm like,
Wewe ni hasa.
lakini nilikuwa nikiingia stage na wakilisha. So they are like, they like to spend some time with you. And now you're meeting with one. She's like, Asaly, and she's like, I feel, ako like, yako tu poa, and I'm like, sitaketa juu na kwa hoteli nini. Kununua unga, you know, unanunua unga na akikuja hivi kwa hoteli atapata unapika ugali na kuna moshi, and that lady is like, well, haribu sufuria yangu, acha kugonga. I'm like, oh gosh. Then so you eat on the remains of these guys. Lunch umepewa ni less. So kuna masongo kuja wana dish, then wanachafua. So wakiacha before uoshe hiyo plate, you know what to do. You know how to handle it now. At least unakuwa umeshiba kiasi. So that embarrassed me, and I'm like, nimeacha Mama Nyaloka, who used to give me time on Saturday, Sunday. She used to tell me, go before. She's like, make sure you're watching. Saa tano ashaanza kuniambia usicheze ile. And I'm like, is this God said or what? And I release mapema niende. So getting there, nimevaa outfit ya performer. Sasa tu anajua
Ni cool kid.
na niko na gitaa mzae nimeiba. So I'm like, we are on the same level. So I forget my problems and I'm on the stage. So on the stage in Kisumu, I was viewing myself in Nairobi And I'm like, let me work on it so that when I get in Nairobi, I'll be somewhere. Okay, you know what? What I didn't realize ni wale artists wanakuja kuperform walishawapishumiwa Nairobi.
Yeah. Wana
Kisumu. Mimi hata si wa Kisumu, mimi naumia. Just a stranger in Kisumu. So I'm trying to get a show. I thought that tunaendanga tu napewa na auditions nini na hizo auditions watu wako na waitanga they already there. So they just calling for an audition for the seniors to know that we were active on audition. So I had to go and just move around the city. I met some people nikawachezea music, wengine walitaka kuja. It's dangerous, you know. I go to Texas. They called me and they told me
Texas ya majua ama Texas ya Kenya.
Oh.
You know, like there's
a club called
my mind ikafikiria Texas ya States.
Texas. Yeah, Texas. No, it was near Texas, so the club was traveling. It was in Kisumu. So I'm in Texas and they gave me a show actually. I didn't know they will pay me. Just told me to perform. I was performing the few songs I knew. I finished. The people were still watching at my house. So I'm like, okay, I should continue. Then the guy paid me to, I think it was 150. And I compared music, performing music and kuwashali vyombo in the stage. Which I do from 6 to 7, and I'm given 100. I do from 8 to 3, given 150. But I just perform for 5 minutes, and I'm given 150. Yeah. So that made me to love arts because that is a clear evidence. That's my performance.
Tunazidi kuvibe na Asaly. Asaly, so ukaingia Nairobi.
Yeah.
So Nairobi, nilikuja Nairobi I think in 2015 in April. So nilikuwa nimeona from Kisumu nimerudi home. It's not also working. I needed now again to make another move. At least nitoke kwa level yenye nilikuwa tu nimeperform hiyo. So ikabidi I'm from home coming to Nairobi. The person who hosted me was my cousin for 1 week. Then I shifted and I met another pastor who offered to stay with me for a while. I lived in a church now. So akanilipia school fees. Kambia church. I think the church began paying school fees. And now I was living in a church. Ile church in the bedroom, church in kila kitu in the home.
Ndani ya kanisa tu ndani.
Ndani ya kanisa. Yeah, because we had some rooms out, but they were caretakers rooms. So bedroom yenyu ni church na kila kitu. But it was good. Wakanilipia school fees. In 2016 I completed my high school.
Wow. So baada ya kumaliza high school, uliingia kwa music direct ama ilikuwaje?
I was already in the music.
Yeah, uliingia like ukaanza kurekodi?
Hapana. Unajua kurekodi unahitaji hiyo pesa. So first thing to do was kuanza kufunza music. When I was in the high school kuna ule performer alikuwa anakuja on the prayer day. He was called kama Ukarongo. He's a good guy. He plays acoustic very well. Once the show is done for the prayer day, nikamsaka. Because I knew after high school now where will I get money? I told him I'm an artist. I compose and I play instruments. Can we have a deal? Then he told me to write his number. I wrote his number. Then we went. Tukafanya exam. The enzi za Matiangi. Those days.
Wewe ni project ya Matiangi.
Ndio wale tulifanya bila clipboard. So I called him. I called him just after the exam. He told me come and see me. Went akanihoji akaona I can play recorder. So he gave me a job training kids in school. So I began getting a few cash. When I got a good amount of money I decided to get into the studio and test my music.
Sasa umetoa wimbo ngapi?
I think 8, 9.
8. Tuambie ya kwanza ni gani?
Ya kwanza ni We Have Beautiful God. I think I did it in 2018 because I tried an attempt in 2017 which didn't turn out successful because I wanted to do like 3 songs once with less money. So I went to a studio and I wanted to pay for a session and just get in and record, play for myself. I did 3 songs within 1 hour and the songs didn't work. So I had to wait. In 2018, I went back to the studio. I began with 72 when 72 was still alive.
Yeah.
At Bihi Towers, up where we have the Terrence, the producer. So I did My Beautiful God. Beautiful God, He knows my name. From there I did a single. I loved reggae, so I decided to be a reggae artist. Though I play some music, but most of my songs, I love to incorporate reggae stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how it went on. People loved it. I was given shows in churches. They loved it because it was a gospel song. That is in 2018.
Wow.
I didn't record any other song in 2018.
So there is this gig, your president. Unaweza tueleza a little bit about it?
The stimulus
Yeah,
program.
the stimulus program.
Yeah, that came because of Corona. Yeah. And that time I had begun interacting with PPMC. So the governor wrote a letter for me and I gave PPMC. But now after some time, when the show had gone, we saw the poster, the flyer advertising that if you're an artist, you're gonna take part, write 4 or 5 songs, a repertoire of 30 minutes. After we got the requirements, then I knew, I can write the 5 songs. Then I wrote Look Upon the World, I wrote the Please Save Us Now, I wrote Kenya, there's a song called Kenya, we have Ametutoa Mbali.
Yeah.
So all the songs, and I told the band, I told them let's meet on a day and do a rehearsal and record.
All right, Mr. Asaly. So Asaly, kwenye social media handles tukupate wapi?
Asaly Wells. Once you do Asaly, Facebook you'll get me at YouTube and Twitter. But Asaly Wells is the keyword. Moment you do Asaly Wells on the internet.
Kuna viewers wetu wanakutazama na wanataka kukuambia, unataka kuwapea advice, waambie kitu wakusikie.
Yeah man, thank you very much. In music or any performing arts, it's a good deal. It will pay you, but lazima you invest in the idea, okay? Never fear. When you begin the journey, you are approaching a serious place of your life. And now to fear is to fail, okay? The best thing you can do is to keep going. If the enemy sees you going, he knows this guy is determined. But when you stop, nowhere. The best thing is keep going, okay? And don't ignore so many things like working on perfecting on your career. Make sure it is on point. And with there, kila kitu itakuwa fiti. Because in Nairobi kuna compare. And practice lazima. Yep.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, mmesikia kutoka kwake Asaly, amekwambia safari yake vile imekuwa ni story ndefu. Leo najua umejifunza mengi kama mtazamaji wa Ivan TV. Kumbuka kubonyeza kidude cha subscribe ili kuzungumza nasi. Unatupata katika namba iliyo hapo chini 0743800611. Kama unataka tufanye adverts pia unatupata kwa hiyo namba, na email unatupata pale kwa bramwell@gmail.com. Ukifika pale unatupata kabisa. Barikiwa sana, tupatane tena next time tukiwa na show nyingine kubwa zaidi ya sana. Asante.
Ivan TV, chimbuko la sanaa. Celebrity